So why did this video take 12 years to make? Well, 12 years ago I made a video about stuff I picked up at a local gun and knife show, and this was one of them. So what happened was, me and a friend of mine were walking around, and I go up to this guy's table. He had a bunch of old paper shells, so I got those, and I'm like, oh, 28 gauge. Just kind of got into shooting skeet, and I'm like, oh, I'll take those too. And my friend's like, he's not a gun guy. He's like, do you even have a gun that shoots those? I'm like, well, not yet. So I rectified that last year, but let's get to that in a minute. If you don't know where the 28 fits in, you got your 12, 16, 20, then it's your 28, and then your 410. So that's where that fits in. So back to the story. I was on the, last year, I was on the equipment exchange on the Canadian Gun Nuts forum, and seen this guy's ad. If you want to shoot do you want to shoot the 28 gauge on a budget? And he had this for sale. And it was a good price, so I said, yeah, I'll take that. I've been looking for a 28, but they're kind of costly, and there's a few around, but nothing I wanted to spend the kind of money on them for a good Browning or whatever, Berettas. But this was a good deal, so I said, yeah, I'll take it. So what do we have? Anyways, it is an AKKAR. I guess that's how you pronounce that. It's made in Turkey. I was on their website, just kind of see if I can find any information. Got a little information on their actual company. And they started making parts in '85 for other guns. Then in the early '90s, they started making their own guns under their brand, and they also make the Churchill. And this gun's not even on their website anymore, so it is what it is. I don't know. So I couldn't really find a whole bunch of information on this gun, but other than what I can tell you about it. So I haven't seen other ones, but they were like for sale. But they had the synthetic stocks. And this is, it's got your Turkish walnut, which is actually fairly nice looking. It's got some nice grain to it. Some of the Turkish ones I've seen are fairly plain. And what really caught my eye was the forend, the checkering, and just the general shape of it. It's got a really cool shape. So let's get to the nuts and bolts of it. So 26-inch barrel. It's got interchangeable chokes. Right now it's got a mod in it. I unscrewed it just to look at the choke itself, and I'm guessing it's the most of the Turkish guns use the old Beretta mobile chokes, so I'm guessing that's what it is. So I might pick up maybe a skeet choke or a full choke, because I said in other videos I want to shoot all my sub gauges, trap, see if I can get my 25 straight and all the sub gauges. I was real close on 16 gauge today, but dropped a few targets. But anyways, that's got nothing to do with this. So yeah, so anyways, 27-inch barrel, 26-inch. Aluminum receiver. Now that's one thing that a lot of people say about the Turkish guns is, you know, the aluminum receiver and blah, blah, blah. If you shoot tens of thousands of rounds through it, it's going to wear out. Well, yeah, obviously, it's not designed to shoot tens of thousands of rounds. And if I wear this thing out, well, whatever. I got my money's worth out of it. So it is a 14.25 length of pull. It does have this really fairly soft kind of a foam recoil pad. Now it's too short for me at 14.25. I've got to add, I need 14.75, so I've got to add a piece on. And I'm also going to put a different recoil pad, because this thing actually had a little bit of a kick to her. I was really surprised at that. It's 6 pounds. Put it on a scale. She comes out at 6 pounds. But yeah, when I was shooting, it was like, huh, this thing's got a little bit of pepper to her. But so, anyways, the shots you'll see are my first shots with it, using those shells I had. And I picked up, last time I was at Bass Pro Shop, picked up some AA 28 gauge, and these got some kick to them too. So I picked up a couple boxes of those, and actually Canadian Tire in Canada here every now and then has 28 gauge, which I was actually kind of surprised about. So I might pick up some. I think they were like 7.5 shot, which perfect for trap, which had 8s, but beggars can't be choosers. But another real quick, so I brought this out to the 5 stand area, and I'm just standing there shooting the shit with there's just me and this other guy out there. He's like, oh, a 28 gauge. I used to have a 28. And what he had is the one I'd love to get, which is the Remington 1128. But he says, oh, I think I kind of looked through my shells and I have some ammunition. So we do some horse trading and I'll get some more ammo for the 28, which would be nice. Other than that, let me just check my notes here. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I can figure to tell you. Like I said, aluminum receiver, plastic trigger guard. When you see me shooting, I forget where I'm going to put that in the video. It was kind of a little tough to cycle it right off the bat, and I test that to A, it needs a little bit of a break-in, and B, I brought this out of the safe, obviously made sure there was nothing in the barrel, and just went out and shot it. So it's still got the factory grease in it, and because I don't think the guy, when he had it, he said he never shot. He said just took it out of the box, put it together, just stuck it in a safe so I can see inside. It's still got like the factory grease they ship it with. So I'm going to strip it apart and give it a good cleaning. But when I shot it on 5 stand, it cycled fine. Shoot doubles and no problems at all. It could cycle real nice. Like I said, the only thing was the length of pole was way too short. My thumb was pretty much right against my nose. So, but other than that, it shot fine. So like I said before, I am going to try to get all my sub-gauge straights, but if you've seen other videos where I cut the stock and add a piece, I'm not going to do that to this one. It's too pretty to do that. So what I'm going to do is take it to the patterning board with some shells and just do where I said in other videos, add cardboard to get the length of pole, the point of impact where I want it. And I'm guessing this thing shoots probably either 50-50 or maybe, I'd say probably 50-50 from where I was hitting them today. So what I'm going to do is just add cardboard to get it to shoot probably like 80-20 or whatever for when I go to shoot trap, and I probably just either tape with some good old dollar store painter's tape, because I don't want to wreck that finish, or even because this oil finish is really marks up real easy. It looks nice, but so I might even just put elastic bands on it. The guys at the club will love that. One of the guys said I keep the duct tape manufacturers in business with my, so I'll go in there with like 2 or 3 guns and to test them out, and I'll have tape all over them, cardboard, and one guy thought that was quite amusing. So that is what it is. So I'll probably just get that where I want, shooting at the patterning board, and just put some tape or elastic bands just to shoot it on the trap range and see how I do with it. But yeah, I think that's everything I can tell you about it. It's a nice gun. Wood to metal finish is nice. It's a little high there, but no big gaps. It's just a little, whatever for a production gun. Budget-minded gun. It's fine. Yeah, I think that was everything I wanted to say about it. Let me just check my notes here again. Nope, I think that's everything. So, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in. If you have one of these, I'd like to hear about it, how yours runs, even if it's not the 28. I've seen these in 12, like I said, with the synthetic furniture. But, like I said, they're not even listed on their website, and I looked up Model 300, doesn't even list it, so they have shot or pump action, but they're all like tactical ones, so didn't have any of these ones. But so if you got any info, or if you have one, or want to share any comments about it, or you have any questions about this one, go ahead and leave them. I'll answer them the best I can. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side. All right, let's see if this thing works. See, that helps. She's stiff, but she works. So I want to do a really quick add-on to this video. Like I said, after I was going to take it apart and clean it, but figured I'd show you how it comes apart. If you ever taken apart a Remington 870, it's basically the same thing. It's got two pins. Your trigger group drops out. The bolt actually just falls right out. And then you got to push the two tabs in, slide your fore end out, and yeah, that's basically it. So if you have one of these and you want to know how to take it apart, you can either just take it apart like that or look up Remington 870. It's basically the same thing. So yeah, I just wanted to add this real quick.